did. Why are you so far away, Bobby? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Well, there's no room at the table, so I figured.
Thank you.
That's not the Ed McMahon spot.
Well, I didn't want to do this the whole show. I wanted to look right at you.
Oh, you want to be comfortable and look at
Plus,
it?
I know there's going to be hugely famous comedians, and I don't want to slowly have my self-esteem get bumped all the way to here.
Hugely famous comedians. Have you seen the list?
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Yeah, well, when you start out with me, I probably should have known that. Maybe Rich Voss will make it up from Jersey.
Voss got... Who made fun of Voss's... Oh, we're in Montreal, by the way. We should probably say that.
Yeah, welcome to Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in
Yeah.
Montreal, Canada.
Yeah.
Which part of Canada is Quebec?
Quebec, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming, by the way. We have a very big audience here for this hour in the morning. Not a lot of people like to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know. Every
Comedy
fucking
festival.
alcoholic comedian was like, yeah, I'll come. And then you get the email at 4 a.m. They're like, oh, I'm not going to make it till noon.
Everybody making their empty promises to you at 1:30 in the morning last night?
Yeah, I saw Michael Che last night. He's like, am I doing your thing? I'm like, I'm not counting on it. I'm not counting on anybody doing our thing. Because a lot of them had that comedy jam last night. Did anybody go to that? Bobby,
Bob
you went
did.
to it.
I played in it.
What'd you play?
Well,
I played
was the-
percussion.
Well, oh, were you in the percussion section?
Ugh.
That's my favorite section.
It's called the drums.
No, because you're also the guy if they need a triangle, if they need a tambourine, if they need a wood block.
You don't just play a wood block, you nerd.
Yes, if the song requires it.
Oh, your high school sucked.
We have a percussion
It's the
section.
drums. I played the drums. I was there last night. Yamanika.
Well, what's the comedy jam? I don't understand.
The comedy jam is where these guys, they're fucking. It's just this band gets together. They're very funny, but they're awesome band. And then comics go up and sing songs, and with the band.
Can most of the comics sing or no?
No, but that's the if they all could sing, you'd be like, this is just a concert. This sucks. Some of them. Russell Peters went up last night and sang "Journey." It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Just him screaming into a microphone.
What did he do? Sing "Don't Stop Believing" and then hold his checks up? Fucker makes a lot of money.
His fucking entourage is massive. Who do you have? He had a famous rap star with him.
Probably Melly Mel. I know.
Yeah.
Russell's got some party he's doing, and Russell's like really big on old school hip hop. Wait, is his party tomorrow night?
I wasn't invited.
Me neither. That's why I'm asking out loud.
Me neither.
None of us were.
He had Melly Mel came on and did a rap last night. Did his rap.
Oh, that must have been.
It was pretty great. And then Big J killed it at the end.
What did he sing?
Some rock song. I don't know. I have to remember.
I'd love to see Big J sing "I Will Survive" and then have a stroke.
Yamanika killed it though.
Did you do drums the whole show?
No, you fucking nuts. No, no. I was so nervous. That was my second time ever playing live with a band.
Really?
Ever.
I was at your first time.
No, you weren't.
Wow.
You did it once. Yes, you did. It was in the fucking Florida.
Oh shit, you were. But you didn't. But you didn't. You didn't stay, did you? Did you watch it, or didn't you leave? Didn't you have to meet somebody?
I may have had a thing to do, yeah. I may have had an asshole that needed fingering, but I'm sure
It's so early.
I know it is, but...
Get a friend to see.
Exactly, you want the truth. What do you want to tell you?
Yeah.
But I did actually see you play, yeah. It was after Mike Calta's roast.
Oh, he's here too. He might stop by. Mike Calta.
You know you're fucked up when the morning guy from Tampa won't get up to do your show.
What's Mike Calta doing out here? Is he doing shows or?
I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah.
He came out to support, to see his friends, and he's friends with all the comics, so he came out to hang and, and that shit.
I saw a gift bag for him behind the desk when I checked in, and I thought there'd be a gift bag for me as well. Not only was there no gift bag, but I checked in at the same time with Troy and Travis, and for some reason Troy was positioned in a room much better than mine.
16 and up.
Yeah.
16 and down is old hotel. 16 and up is new hotel.
They said Troy was on a club floor, and he got complimentary breakfast.
They said to Dudley Moore, too. Oof. Wow. Wow. Sorry. I apologize for interrupting, and B, with that fucking clubfoot joke.
Jesus, you shut a room down.
I certainly did. Holy shit, the fucking Happy Land Disco Fire didn't stop fun as much as that joke did. Another good reference, 1981.
Yeah.
Wow.
They shut the door on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a...
That hurt.
He got complimentary breakfast. He got, like, the new room.
Yeah.
He got a king-size bed. He got all this stuff. And then they were like, yeah, we have you there. And then as we were there, it was your moment all over again with Seinfeld. The lady said, "But not you, Mr. Roberts."
Really?
In front of everybody.
Wow.
And I was like, I feel like I've worked to rise and rise and rise, and then I get here and they're like, "No, not for you."
She must listen to the show.
Yeah, how come? Are you on a lower floor?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm next door to Travis.
So you have a tub.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a tub.
Was there an Asian girl on her head when you walked in?
Diarrhea ink.
Yeah.
I have a tub shower.
It's the worst.
The worst.
Nobody wants a tub. That's like English people shit. Who's taking a tub at the Hyatt?
Nobody.
I talked to someone. I was in the yesterday when I flew up Tuesday with a woman I know, and she said she loves a hotel with a tub.
Yeah, she has a dirty asshole. Then
she was sitting next to one too. But a hotel tub, I can't think of anything more disgusting to soak in than a fucking hotel tub. It's
gross.
Yeah, the only thing you do, you get in the hotel tub, you sit there, it doesn't fill up all the way, at least for me.
And sounds like my cock.
and then you jerk off in the water. And then you try to escape your jizz.
Oh, I don't. I actually put my mouth half in and half out of the water, and I Pac-Man gobble it up. Oh, God. Go on now.
That's the worst.
That's disgusting.
That's like, ugh.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Hang on, let me get that out of my head.
What? Me trying to say waka 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 and not choke on the water?
You making your own egg drop soup? Yeah, the tubs are terrible. But that's funny that you have a tub.
I don't know why Troy got the special
Look at
room.
him. Look at him. He's special.
You think just because he's handsome, they were just like, you know what?
Yes.
We need to move him.
They walked in. His hair. He looks French. He does. He does. He looks like he goes, merci,
right.
Yeah, you look like just a fucking redneck American.
Yeah.
Troy looks like he's straight, but he's gay for pay.
Fair enough.
That is so accurate.
Yeah.
I wanted to look like that.
What, gay for pay?
Yeah, I look like I pay for gay. Wow, that worked out better than
It did nicely. Have a sip of coffee. Enjoy yourself.
I'm glad your fucking fan base changed.
I know.
Jesus Christ, everybody looks the same. There's only 4 people here.
We have a lot more women than normal. Oof.
Yeah.
You have 1,
3,
2,
3.
3,
Yeah, there's
4.
3.
You have 4, you
4
asshole.
is more than normal.
You have 4.
There's 4.
Yes, it's more than normal by 3.
Yeah.
And they're actually really cute. Really cute, except for one of them. No, I'm kidding. You're all very pretty.
Yeah, there's a lot of young people here. Look at that's the hair I'm jealous of. Right there.
Oh, fucking yes. I love that. How are you, sir?
Good, you?
I'm very good. How is Night Ranger doing?
Actually, just got my haircut yesterday, but she fucked it up. She almost gave me the Sam Roberts look. So.
Well, then she didn't fuck it up. If she almost.
Oh my
She
God,
almost
you
fucked it up.
kind of do look like Sam.
It looks like doll hair from 1978.
This is Paula Perm.
Originally, I was going for like the Steven Adler look, but it didn't work out so well.
Oh, all right. Now, where do you live, sir?
I live here.
Oh, you're in Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I had no follow-up questions.
No, it's all
You ever
good.
realize you have no follow-up questions? You go, yes, and welcome.
Just wanted to know the whole.
Do you work at a record store or
I
something?
wish. I actually work at a credit card processing place. And,
Oh, so you work
and
on
I'm a
the
drummer
phone.
on the side, so.
And what?
Drum?
Yeah, I play drums too.
Oh, cool.
percussion?
Yeah, percussion, sorry.
Yes, percussion.
Don't say that. This fucking nerd. He
Well, I
played
heard
one
you-
drum in high school. It was on strapped to his belly. Dude.
I heard you.
Yes.
I heard it backstage there, and
Yeah.
it wasn't so good, man.
You're talking about his drumming, right?
Yeah, I heard it
He's not
backstage.
that great at it.
Sorry
Turn
to
his
say.
mic up a little. I can hardly
Yeah.
hear him.
You know, well, because he played drums on a TV show.
Oh.
You know, but it wasn't. You know.
No, I'm just busting your balls. I'm just joking.
Yeah, he was joking.
Wasn't it?
I don't know. He's fucking weird. I don't want to fuck with him. I'll fuck with this guy or that guy. Not those two. Definitely not the single older gentleman that's just making everybody uncomfortable. No, I'm kidding, dude. God bless you. God bless your age, man. Thanks for fucking warming up your knees to come down.
And you know what? He is probably younger than we are.
No, he's not. How old are you?
I know your age and I know mine.
You're older than me? All right.
It's my third on the road that I've been to. Third time you've been to Montreal, and I've
you've come to all three?
Oh, that's excellent.
Well, thank you.
Hi to Rochi in the Maritimes. He's sitting listening by the radio. He's very, he's waiting for me. Rochi, he knows.
Rochi Maritimes, you whoop whoop.
But
Is that what you do?
I've been at the one with Anthony. Then one with you and Opie,
Just
and now
Opie,
just
and then just
every time I come, it changes. I'm not sure. It could be Sam and Sam next year.
Yeah,
So
I know.
you've seen the deterioration of the show.
Yeah, the show is like a cancer patient. Like we're just losing limbs.
But I still listen. no matter what.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm always enjoying it.
That's what we're going for. We don't need to necessarily get like compliments or hey, the show's great. Just I'll listen no matter what.
Absolutely.
That's really what we're going for.
It is great. I liked Wesley Snipes yesterday.
Oh,
that
thank
was good.
you.
I heard it. Hello to Corey and Jeremy and Helen. That's the last
Corey
one.
and Jeremy.
That's my kids, so they're very. They're
This
listening
guy's like
too.
a Brazilian fighter at the end of a win.
Yeah.
No more
Thank
hellos.
God,
No more
Jesus
shout-outs.
Christ.
No more shout-outs. But I do listen. I like the show.
And he's talking about Rochi at the Maritimes, who probably listens because he's quadriplegic and he can't get up.
Yeah, he's in a fucking lighthouse right now.
He was injured in a boating accident, ironically.
He's enjoying this right now.
What does Rochi do?
I'm not sure what he does. I speak to him on Twitter, but he just
You're giving
he
a
says hi
shout out
me.
to some man named Rochi on Twitter?
Yeah, his name is Rochi. He says hi to me on Twitter, and I say hi back. He complains about his life. I complain about mine. Typical.
I want to give a shout out to Ding Ding 17. Who the fuck?
Oh, yeah, also hello to Norton's a Cunt 471 and also 1 through 379. Oh, fuck that up. It's okay.
His mind didn't work. How was yours?
I got no sleep last night. I'm really tuckered out.
What were you doing last night?
I did a gig, but then I just couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning. I think my sheets are a little itchy.
Oh my God, with the itchy sheets.
What does that mean?
He complains about sheets from hotels all the time.
You're such a fucking hotel diva.
No, I'm not. My skin is very soft.
Are you staying at this hotel with the rest of the comedians?
Of course he is.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
No.
You can't stay here because there's not 24-hour room service.
Right.
And you need to get a fucking a salad at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I like to eat something kind of healthy. Mm-hmm. No, I did there was a gala last night. Michael Che and Colin Jost had their gala.
Colin Jost was there last night too. He sang.
He did, right? Yeah, he went over
What did he sing?
after. What did he sing?
I don't know, but it was good. From the I don't know, dude. I'm dying.
It's all
No,
good.
you're
Wow,
not.
God.
That was.
I can't remember anything anymore. From the Mighty Sticks. I don't know what it was. It was a good band. He was great.
Can he sing?
He can sing.
I'm really happy when a guy that good looking can sing too.
Right.
This is what made me happy though. Michael Che the whole time was just standing there with thumbs down, just thumbs downing him the whole set. It was hilarious. Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
was your gig last night?
It was their gala. I always dread the galas because it's like the only gig you do here that has pressure because you're doing it for Canadian television and there's 3,000 people there. Oh. I mean they're all like that, and it was. It's always like I'm gonna fucking bomb. It's always it's gonna be a tepid response. But it was very good last night, and I got it out of the way. It was just late. It just, I didn't get done until rather late. And,
What's late?
11:45.
Oh, that is late.
For me, that's late.
Yeah.
Getting up, and then we went to this Netflix party that was upstairs here, and I didn't do anything.
You're so industry.
No, I'm not. I just walked around. I ate French fries and potato chips. That's what I did because I didn't have dinner.
Oh, and you should have seen him without breakfast this morning. Somebody helped himself to a half a donut this morning. We must be out of the country.
Yeah.
I know he's not talking about me.
No, no,
I think I'm cool with him.
I'm just thinking that I actually told a room full of people that I had fries and potato chips and thought it would be interesting as it came out of my mouth.
Well,
and it wasn't.
It's interesting in the sense that you go to a Netflix party and people are like, "Oh, what Jim Norton is on Netflix? He must be doing something. This isn't like a public party." And you're like,
Oh yeah, it was.
"Oh, it was."
All It's weird. They have these parties upstairs at the here at the Hyatt, and it's fucking. It literally is just, it's 300 or 400 people, and most of them are just comedians walking in a circle trying to meet people in the business. And you meet people, and you're like, "How do I know this?" I talked to a woman last night, and I'm like, I was talking to her for a while, and I know her. And we're talking, and I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, is she a comedian? I know her. And then I walked back, I'm like, my manager, I'm like, who is that? He goes, that's your agent.
You wonder why you're not in any movies.
I know. That's true. I didn't know she was.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh, I'm such a fucking dope.
That's funny.
But I knew I had met her at one point.
It is weird though, because there's so many people up there, and your agency changes so much, and then you're walking into famous comedians that you've never met, and you're kind of like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? And you're just hoping they know who the fuck you are.
Comedians usually know each other. It's like any other business. Guitar players know each other, whatever.
Right, yeah.
Well, who'd you see?
Kamal Bell I met last night. Very tall.
W. Kamau Bell, yeah.
He is fucking tall.
Is he? I don't even remember. I've done his show twice. I think he was sitting both times.
He's like 6'3" or something like that. He's massive. He was hanging out with Godfrey and Alonzo Bolden, who I love, was there. Chris D'Elia.
Oh, I wonder what attracted those three to each other. Mm-hmm.
There was a white chick.
They're all black.
Canada's less racist.
It's not racist. I was just making an observation that Bob mentioned three black guys. They're all hanging out.
I thought it was funny, Jim.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I think fucking doll hair laughed.
He
too.
did. He enjoyed it. He didn't like it because it wasn't hateful enough. I hear you.
Right.
Who else? Russell Peters came back. Che came back. Chris D'Elia. He's very funny. I met him last night. I was a fanboy of his on his Vine.
Really?
Yeah.
You never met him before?
I've met him before, but I really became a fanboy of his Vine because it was really funny. And at one point, I had to stop following because I felt like I just felt like a psychopath.
Like this isn't a colleague anymore. I'm just a fan of this guy on Vine.
I was just so excited when he did a Vine.
What would he do on Vine?
I don't know. He would do weird shit in public, like get really close to people and see how close you get, and they would never say anything. And then he did the smile. It was just stupid, silly, fucking dumb shit.
Would he talk to them or just stand next to them? Why now all of a sudden I'm obsessed with this fucking Vine? What did he do?
He would just do stuff where the camera would get as close as he possibly could. Like one time it was just in people's hair, and they wouldn't say anything at a Starbucks. It was very funny. He's a very funny guy. I really beat that down.
No, you didn't. It was a fair explanation as to why
you know, you guys just let me go. That's what I love. You just keep going, fatty. Keep talking. We're tired, too. Hey, what's up, black guy one? How you doing, dude? I just saw you. I'm like, what's up, brother? How you doing?
We have an Afro-American in the audience.
Yes. Oh, God, you suck.
Is that what we...
He's Canadian.
It's Canadian.
That's the police always call you in the United States.
Yeah. We have a real Canadian in the audience.
They don't do that up here. Down in America, we're like Afro-American. Up here, they're just Canadians.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we kind of hate. It's more like French and English is more the problem up here.
Yeah. Do you speak French?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. There's a real fucking say there's an attitude with the French people, but you really do feel it sometimes when you come up. They don't particularly care for Americans, I feel.
Yeah. Well, they kind of fought each other and had beef back in the day. So
didn't you win?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
but now you know you wouldn't.
Well, it's
like if we wanted Montreal, we could make it bigger Buffalo.
Yeah, Quebec wanted to separate, so there was a whole big thing where like some people still do. Right, because they think English is taking over and they're going to lose their French.
But they don't really want to separate, though. Like they say they do. They're like the bad relationship you have where the woman's like, I'm not happy, and you're like, neither am I. But you both know that neither one of you can find anyone else to fuck.
Are you talking to my wife?
Where's Montreal going? Like if you guys separated from Canada, how funny would it be if they did and immediately they were taken over by another country? And they shot anyone caught speaking French? Oh, sorry, I should probably do that joke back in the States. I like it. They'll get a better laugh than
Are you a separatist?
No. I like being part of Canada.
Yeah. Canada's a great country, right?
Yeah.
Well, why do... So people in Montreal want to be separatists because they are worried that their French culture is going to escape?
Yeah, but it's not so much Montreal. It's like Montreal's pretty much down to stay. It's kind of like outside Montreal into the province of Quebec.
I understand.
Is where they want to separate because like they think, French is going to be lost if we keep kind of like going the way we're going and English sort of takes over.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, we went outside for 2 days. Me, Ari, and Big J went camping out in the woods of Quebec, or however you say it.
Why?
Because, I don't know. Ari said, I'm going camping for 2 days. You want to go? And I was like, okay.
Ari is weird, man.
I'm tired of Ari looking for real-life experiences.
He really does.
Just accept it, Ari. You're a piece of shit.
I love him. He's great.
He's just trying to connect all the time.
Exactly. He's always trying to find something that makes him not garbage.
But it's funny because I didn't know if he was serious. I was like, yeah, I'll go. I didn't know if it was a joke until literally we were in the car going. Because at one point he was going to be like, yeah, I was just fucking with you. I would never go camping, you fucking queer. Would you want to go to the woods together?
Right.
But it was actually really fun. But we were out there in the woods and everybody speaks French.
Did you have sleeping bags?
No.
So it's more like glamping?
No, it wasn't glamping. He rented a cottage. They call it a cottage.
Oh, that's not camping. That's just, you wanted to go stay in this cottage.
Well, it's camping.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
You're going to be in a tent. A cottage isn't camping.
How is getting a cottage
All right,
camping?
maybe it's not camping. Maybe it was staying in the woods.
Was there beds in the cottage?
We had nice beds, yeah.
But you didn't go camping.
Was there plumbing?
Yeah, there was awesome bathroom. Walk-in shower, Sam.
Yeah,
at
you
the
didn't
cottage.
even have to have a tub.
No tubs.
Did you notice there were no women in this area?
Yeah, I did. There was no women. No, it was me, Big J. Yeah, and now that we're going back over it, it's a little odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's just a...
at one point, I thought that it was maybe I was just I muscled in on some thing Ari and Jay do at festivals where they just go rent a cabin and suck each other off,
Right.
and get stoned. But it wasn't. It was a good time. But out there, they all speak French. You're right, and they are a little like go fuck yourself. And once they know you're American, it's almost like a huff.
How far away were you?
3 hours.
Oh my God!
Why?
Yeah, why?
Oh, we can't.
Yeah.
Can I get a mic on this guy, please?
Yeah, why were you? I don't understand why you were doing this. If you had the amenities that
Yeah.
you had here,
Yeah.
and you weren't roughing it,
Yeah.
why were you?
Well, there was a fire. We had a fire. We were outside. We made s'mores.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
And yeah.
What'd you guys talk about?
You?
Oh, good.
I don't know. We just shot the shit. We had a fire. We stayed outside all night. I cooked dinner.
Are you jealous that you didn't get to go to this, Jim?
I literally would rather be in the fire than sitting outside fucking talking to those three eating fucking marshmallows.
You would have liked it.
I probably would have.
Yeah, you would have had a blast. And then we went hiking. Me and Ari went hiking the next day.
What did Jay do?
Jay stayed back at the thing and listened to like fucking music.
Put salve on his gout.
Yeah, I cooked breakfast. You kind of when you
That
go,
might have been okay. A cabin seems okay. Like a cottage, I
Yeah.
could kind of live with.
Oh, you would have had a blast. We had a good time. Watched a horror movie.
Wait, you had TV?
There was a TV. There was internet.
You went camping with TV and movies and internet and
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
They have the horror movies in the hotel.
No, they
You
don't.
just get it on the screen.
Yeah, but it's not as fun, dude.
What horror movies you watch?
We watched a movie. It was so weird. I don't know what it was called.
Was
but
it called The Evil Dead?
What was it? That?
I don't know. Did you hear that noise?
Yeah, staticky.
Why did I ask if you heard it? Who
It was
would-
like somebody rubbed a mic over their bush fat.
Yeah. Oh.
It was a movie about. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I'm dying to know. I thought maybe you watched The Evil Dead because that was about a cabin in the woods. That'd be a perfect scary movie.
Or that movie, The Cabin in the Woods.
Me and Jay we heard a noise in the woods around 2:30 in the morning, and we just walked away from Ari and went back in the house. We were definitely pussies.
All you have to do is lock the door. It's not camping. You just, there's a noise. Let me just lock the door.
You don't think a bear could get in through the fucking door?
Well,
No.
They get in, yeah, no, it's a house that you're in.
Yeah, in all of
In the
history, a
woods.
bear has never built a door.
First of all,
They don't know where the hinges
They
are.
don't. They're so stupid. They just fumble at the fucking lock.
the bears
are
could guess the actual code on the electric door that it had with you just type in a number.
Yeah.
It was a movie about this fucking guy was coming back. Some time machine they built to teleport. They built a teleport in the future, and these people were coming through the teleport.
Bill and
all
Ted?
fucked up.
That wasn't a horror movie.
No, that wasn't it. And it wound up one of the guys that was coming back.
Yeah.
Was the son in the movie.
Anybody
Yeah.
follow it?
I have no idea what
Anybody
you're talking
know?
about.
No? Maybe if you do it in French.
Merci, I don't know. Hey, can you speak French, dude?
Oh,
What? Can you to fuck with me in French? Like you're gonna beat me up? Don't get. Yeah, go ahead.
Espèce de merde, tabarnak, calisse, esti.
Yeah, it does nothing.
call
Not
them shit.
intimidating.
It does nothing. It's almost cute.
No,
I feel
but
like.
it's because there's no real oomph, you know. Like English has like fuck you, motherfucker, cunt,
Yeah.
piece of shit,
Right.
bitch ass nigga, but like you know,
my
like,
God.
excuse me,
You just read my Tinder profile.
but it doesn't have like the oomph. It's kind of like it's more like
Yeah.
church words. All the French swear words are like coming from church.
Did you just say shit though? You said merde in there, right?
Merde, yeah, that's true. But like calice is just like chalice and like Chris cross. It's just like it's a lot of like church.
You said
things.
shit and chalice in the same sentence? What did you say?
Did you call me a chalice?
Shit chalice.
Is that my body type?
I'm going to shit in your chalice.
It's just like I feel like a lot of those French swear words come from like being blasphemous, and come from like religion and shitting on religion and things like that. So
Yeah, it's so
softer.
not tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I really some of the toughest guys come from Montreal. Joseph Pierre comes from here, correct? George St.
You want to
Pierre.
try that again?
I'll try it again.
You know how bad you said it when you say St. Pierre in Montreal, and they're like, who?
I'll try it again. I speak fluent French. Jean St. Pierre.
GSP. Just say GSP.
GSP.
Just GSP.
Why'd you say JSP?
It's GSP.
Oh,
It's really not tough. It's not a tough language. Like
It
you
is a
look
tough
like
language. I took 2 years of it. I couldn't remember any of it.
Oh my God! Did you just do a fucking pun?
No, I'm saying to learn it was very difficult. I took 2 years in high school.
I think it was a pun.
It wasn't meant to be a pun.
He said it's not a tough language, like tough, like fighting words, and you said it is a tough language, like it was difficult to learn.
Oh, so I may have misunderstood here. My fault.
Wow.
What did you watch? Did you watch the movie on DVD?
No.
Did you get on demand?
We had Netflix. What are you, silly?
Happy you survived.
I love that Ari's like, no smartphones. I'm going off the grid. I'm going to Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
Let's go camping.
Yeah.
Okay, we need Netflix. We need a cabin.
No, we were
need
gonna
plumbing.
do tents and sleeping bags, but it was the weather was too fucked up. So he was like, I'm just gonna get a cabin, so we're not dying out there.
Right.
And then we went hiking up a mountain, kind of mountain hill. It was a big hill.
Okay, so it is downgrading as we go.
it really is.
It was a large hill.
Right. You walked uphill for a little bit.
We walked up. Well, me walking uphill. But Ari's funny too because he just went into the woods. I'm like, where are you going?
No trail?
No, he just went into the woods. He goes, I want to see what's in here. I'm like, oh, fuck me. That was just in the woods.
You followed him?
Of course, I didn't know where the fuck I was.
Right. Oh, because you didn't. It's not like you can go back to the cabin. You don't know where you are.
Well, I could have, but you could see it from where we were.
It's a big cabin.
Yeah, it had a big W on top of it. It was a hotel.
It was good, though. We got out of the city for a little bit. We saw, a small town out in wherever Wakefield, something.
Is that French for? Is that right? What did you say? I think he's trying to say Quebec.
Is it Quebec?
Quebec.
Quebec.
I just don't understand why you would do that when you're in a hotel.
It makes no sense,
Go sit in the
right?
woods. Sounds like shitty.
It was, dude, we fucking had a great time.
You went to a slightly worse hotel.
Okay, we would have been here, right? It was slightly better.
Yeah.
It was actually slightly better.
Because of the shower, yeah.
It was, dude, we got out of it. Nobody was here Sunday and Monday.
How long have you been here for?
I've been here since last week.
Oh, you
Oh,
did
wow.
Bobby's doing the nasty show.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we were going to be here for 2 days, no shows, 2 days.
Okay.
Fucking walking around the mall, blah, 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 sleeping, blah. So we just said, fuck it, and went out to the woods and hung out.
Why no shows?
Huh?
Why no shows?
Because Nasty was off for Sunday and Monday. There was no shows.
Well, what is it?
Was that always like that? Didn't they do 7 days a week? I thought they did.
I don't know. It changes every year.
Oh.
What is the nasty show for those that don't know?
Oh, come on, it's Nasty.
Yeah.
it's the Nasty show. Everybody knows. It's
Well, I'm not talking about like the guys here know because they're at the festival, but like
For most
there's
people listening might not know.
people we're doing radio too. It's not just for the room.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of self-explanatory. Is my point. It's not like I'm saying the Big Purple Onion Orange Show. What's
yeah, but,
that?
But 1 minute you're like, oh, this show was last night.
You know what,
and now
Sam?
you're like the nasty show.
I
is all
apologize.
week.
You're right. I'm breaking you down on your show. I apologize.
Thank you. I'm insecure.
Yeah, it's the Nasty Show. It's just. It's not like everybody's disgustingly dirty, but it's a blue show. People can do a darker humor, and you kind of get away with it because psychologically, people know that they're going to a nasty show.
And
So
it's
it
but it's every night. It's not like
it's every
one
night
show.
at the Metropolis. Tonight is my last show, and I think Dave Attell is stepping in, which is great. So now it's Yamanika, Ari's hosting, Jimmy Carr, Godfrey, Big J, and Dave Attell and myself tonight.
Wait, that's
Wow.
Yeah, 6 people plus a host.
Wait, and then Dave is taking over for the nasty.
And then Dave will be there for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, I'm taking off tomorrow.
Oh,
morning.
you're not doing the whole full week.
Yeah, I got to take off tomorrow. But it's a kill. I mean, fucking murderer's row. Everybody kills. Everybody's murdering, and it's nuts. It's like 1,500 people in the Metropolis.
Every night?
Every
Every
night.
show sells out for the
That's
nasty
amazing.
It is crazy. It's when they call to ask to do the Nasty Show, I'm just always in because you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about selling tickets. It sells out, and the show's always fun, and it's always with comics I like too.
It's always a long night, though. I remember we used to do 3 shows on Saturday, 3 on Friday, And it was just a long fucking night. That's why I stopped doing it.
Well, that was at Club Soda. So that's why they moved it to Metropolis, because it's a bigger venue, so they don't have to do as many. You don't have to do 3 shows in a night.
Oh,
but it is like when you do the Nasty Show, it's so easy because you can just do your stuff. But like the galas, like you're saying, it's a stressful gig because it's, first of all, it's TV. You can't really go off. You have to tame it down a little bit. And then the lights are up because they're taping.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
As clearly as I can see you guys, I can see the audience. You're not supposed to have that in a comedy show.
Well, when they're taping, they need the lights up so they can.
They don't need it. They just want to film audience reaction. It's so stupid. I don't need to see people laughing. Believe me, in my career, I don't. But I mean, like, you don't need that during a fucking comedy show taping. Like, they zoom in on a person, they just show someone laughing.
Canadians need it. They need to know when to laugh. Watch this.
Not there.
See? See?
It lasts every time. You shouldn't keep doing it.
Works on that guy. Oh, push a button, would you, Jim?
But you were.
Sweet.
Oh, my fucking teeth hurt.
That's good.
But
I hate that.
You were very excited.
You guys are assholes for not getting that one. Oh my God, that was great. My teeth hurt. That's good. Maybe I won't eat as much.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did.
Okay.
You were very excited, I thought, about the Nasty Show, though. I saw like you had like one of those long Instagram posts about it. I didn't read the whole thing, but it seemed like it was a big deal for you.
Huh?
You posted a long Instagram post about doing the Nasty Show in Montreal.
I did not. That was a repost from Just for Laughs.
Oh, I see. So
that was a story about Louis. I never got this festival. They said no to me 8 times. Literally, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I would audition for it in New York, and I would get a big hot fuck you every year. And then one year, Robbie Pra actually came to see me. And I remember Lucian at the comic strip?
Yes.
Exactly. Fucking this guy was
the worst.
The worst.
He was the worst.
Yeah. Why was he so bad?
He was a weird. What would you say about him? He was cruel to comedians.
Really
I know
cruel.
he's dead now, so people kind of talk nicely about him, but he was never nice to comics. He just wasn't. He was just. He liked to say, under the guise of being honest, he liked to say awful shit to comedians that was unnecessarily. Kevin Hart tells a story in his book where Lucian's like, "You may want to get another career. I don't see it happening for you." Like, he was one of those guys that just thought he was being honest, but he was just being a cunt for no reason.
Yeah, he was just a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But if he liked you, he liked you.
Yeah.
And he really treated you well. Like Eddie Murphy loved, Chris Rock he loved. He loved a lot of comics that we know. But yeah, he was just a fucking, just a dildo. So I get my audition. He took one of his club comics, he managed. His name was Gerard Kelly. He took him and put him on my spot on the audition night. So I show up. I'm on a second show, just doing a spot at the Strip.
Yeah.
Not auditioning for Montreal. And I came in and I'm like, I'm not on this fucking show, dude. Matt Frost, my agent, was there. And he's like, what? I go, I'm on the second show. Gerard Kelly is where I'm supposed to be. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And Lucian comes over as well. Gerard has that spot. And Robbie Pra came over. I love him. That's why I love Robbie Pra. He comes over, he goes, I don't know who this fucking guy is. I'm here to see Robert Kelly. Put him up. And Lucian was like, oh, all right. Oh. And he put me up. I fucking killed. And then Robbie that year, and Maureen Tarrant, who I love, brought me up for the Nasty Show. Never got new faces. Never came up here as a, like, oh, this is the next guy. And he brought me up. Nasty Show was Nick DiPaolo hosting, Jim Jeffries, Dave Attell, and Louis C.K. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was
a terrible show.
Oh. That was when Louis started to break comically. Like, he did his hour up here, and I was watching him like, oh my God. Because you saw him in New York, and he would do that crazy weird shit at the Cellar.
Yeah.
Up here, then he did his hour up here, and it was like, what the like next level shit.
Yeah.
And he just annihilated. And I told the story that Louis was like, called me up. He's like, you want to go for a walk? And I was like, yes. And we walked
You
around.
fucked your mouth in the woods.
Ugh, I just pictured his red dick in my mouth.
Freckled hands softly holding your head. Not forcing, but guiding.
Yeah, just fucking, he's just got a cold sweat going all the time. Yeah, we walked around Montreal for hours, just walking around, talking. And I remember we stopped at a local fruit stand, and he goes, "Do you like apricots?" And I was like, "Yeah, I never had one." And I had an apricot for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my!" And we just eating apricots, talking. And I told him I was going to be an artist before comedy, and he was like, "Oh, that's cool. My wife's an artist and all that." And the next day, he bought me he comes in, he gives me a gift. He's like, it was a watercolor thing, a portable watercolor kit. So I actually painted him a painting.
What? This is not true.
No, absolutely true.
It sounds like Louis met a retarded boy and took pity on him. Look, Louis, it's you. You have to circle with a fucking red line on it. No, it's very good.
You painted him a watercolor?
I painted him a watercolor of the Nasty Show marquee, like that street.
Because like the whole thing,
where it said Nasty Show, and it was the marquee. It was like, you know, a nice little watercolor.
Every step of this story is like that. That's weird, and it just gets weirder and weirder. Like it's weird that you got apricots together and talked about your art, and then it's weirder that he got you watercolors, and then it's way weirder that you took the watercolors and painted him a picture.
Yeah, Louis said, "Do you like apricots?" And I said yes, and he gave me a dirty Sanchez.
And I went over his house. We went over his house because he invites us over every once in a while. He'll call us up and say, "Hey, I'm throwing a party," and I was like, "Hey, remember that painting I made for you?" He's like, "Yep." I go, "What'd you do with it?" He goes, "Oh, I threw that out." I always thought I'd go to his house and it would be in a little frame,
right?
Like like an antique frame that like he went out and looked for.
A moment of friendship captured.
Yeah. Fucking right in the garbage.
That's so great.
On one of his 17 moves as he fucking built up in the business.
Yeah, better and better houses.
Yeah, I'm still doing the Nasty Show. How you doing?
Yeah, I've had my weird Montreal walks with Louis. Yeah, he just...
Have you?
Yeah, everyone has. And these weird Bonnaroo moments, they mean nothing to him.
They really don't, but they mean so much to you.
No,
because to me...
They didn't mean anything to you either?
No,
really?
You realize this is something he does on every gig with a comic?
Well, no, it was just years ago, and he was just Louis.
Right.
It didn't mean something to you at the time.
No.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
It was just fun hanging out with my friend.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He wasn't my friend at the time. We became friends. That's the time we actually became friends.
After the painting or before the painting?
It was.
The painting ended the friendship.
I think before the painting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that just solidified it. You were like, well, now Louis is my real friend, I should make him a painting.
Yeah, I really am just a fucking hunk of shit.
Why? The fact that he bought you an apricot and you made him a painting, that's a marvelous story.
No, the fact that I'm in this business and I want a friend, a true friend.
Because he was like, okay, Louis and me are friends now. If I make him a painting, like he gave me a moment that I'll remember forever. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
If I paint him a picture, it'll be a moment that I give to him. It'll mean a lot to him, and then we'll be like best friends. And then you find out he throws it in the garbage. It's just not nice.
Yeah, that's pretty close to it. Yeah.
I'm so happy that he threw that out.
I wouldn't mind it if he still had it.
You want it back?
I would take it back. Yeah.
You think it was?
It
good?
probably really sucks now.
Of course
though.
it does.
Yeah.
I think I have a picture of it, so I think I took a picture
I
of
would
it.
love to see it.
I'll try to find it.
Definitely do.
And I'll send it to you guys.
You know how uncomfortable he must have been when you handed him a picture of the fucking Nasty Show marquee? Look where I made
How
it.
uncomfortable he had to carry it around with him back to the hotel.
Oh. No, he didn't.
You think he threw it out that night?
It stayed in a fucking Club Soda in the garbage can. It never made it back to
It's
the
funny if you
hotel.
go to Club Soda in the back toilet, there's just that painting somebody found. This is nice. Whatever French accent that is. But it's weird.
Close, right? Yeah, no, he said no. He's not close.
Merci. My name is Robert.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird though because you do meet people up here, and you get to walk around. I mean, my favorite part is the new faces that are coming up now, and they're so fucking ecstatic to be here. They're flipping out, walking around that room. They're meeting comics they've fucking would never think they meet, and they're the agents and the people are talking to them.
Do you think Bobby mentors the young comics a lot?
I do, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, he does. He rubs their shoulders. You know what, dude?
Yeah. Rub their shoulders. Take them for apricots. Let's go for an apricot. Oh, hey, I love painting.
I love seeing the young comics too. They're all so eager because I know, like, ooh, you're gonna be fucking heartbroken.
It is though. You come up here. That's why for us, it's like, you want to do Montreal? Yeah, I'll come up. Who gives a fuck? I've bombed up here plenty of times. I've had great sets up here. It doesn't really matter once you get past that first time.
Sure.
And they bring you back. You're like, oh, they're gonna just keep bringing me back because Montreal, if they like you, they'll, they love you. They'll bring you back.
Right.
But that first time when you're up here, everything is on the line. And then you're gonna get your heart broken. And if you bomb, you're gonna fucking hate your whole 5 days up here is gonna suck.
It took me a decade to get up here. 10 years of rejection. I got rejected so many times, and I finally went up. I think for the Nasty Show is how a lot of comics get in who are like too dirty for new faces. I never did new faces or any of those things. So I kind of came in just working. Like, I never came in like knowing this was going to be my big. You always kind of hoped, but I was beyond that point, like of thinking I was going to be discovered.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of comics got deals up here that never went anywhere either. Some of them like had great things happen, but a lot of guys came up here with all these things. They had 7 or 10 good minutes, and then somebody at Warner Brothers or whatever business saw them and like, you're going to be the next big thing, and they go out to L.A. and they fucking tanked, and everyone back in New York was like, good, fuck them.
Yeah, that's one way.
That's how it happened, though. Guys would come up and just...
No, they were giving away... You could come up here with a good 7 minutes back in the day of you material, and you'd get a $500,000 development deal. Like, you'd come up here a fucking open micer and leave with a TV show and a full bank account. Crazy shit. They did it so many times, and it fucking bit him in the ass so many times that they just stopped doing it.
I would love a list of all the comedians that got deals in Montreal. I mean, some of them went on to do really good things. I'm sure some of them had TV shows, or a lot of them are still writing.
The guy Chicken.
I talked about him the other day, yeah.
He actually committed suicide. That's sad.
2009, yeah.
Terrible. But yeah, he came up. He didn't even have an act. He improv'd. He improv'd all this shit and would murder at the shows. The industry just fucking whipped their dicks out and was like, oh my God, fought over him, gave him a 3-picture deal. He had so much money.
Is that what he got, a 3-picture deal?
I believe he got a 3-picture deal. I mean, crazy. I mean, it's all like, myth and shit, too.
Sure.
Like Sue Costello came up here, got a $500,000 development deal. Just people would come up here and just become rich in days.
Do you tell the new comics, by the way, like, do you tell the new comics now how much better it was then?
No, I tell them that you'll definitely get a deal if you go up.
You do?
Yeah, just because I know they're going to be so fucking heartbroken when they don't get one.
What a dick move.
Yeah, dude, you'll get one. Just do what you're doing.
But even though you came up at the Nasty Show and you did a gala probably, right?
No, I didn't do galas for years.
But you come up at the Nasty Show, didn't you feel like maybe somebody would approach you at some point and be like, and it never happened? Like that, I'm sitting there, every show was great. My gala I bombed. Oh, so bad. It was with Kevin Hart, too. It made me sick. This was before Kevin was Kevin. Somebody told me, my fucking agent said, you should wear a suit. I went in this mall right here on the second floor, had a suit. Ugh. I bought a $600 suit off the rack. And this was like my third fat. So I don't think I've ever been in shape in Montreal. I think every time I come here, I'm on a fat. It was just a chubby asshole, and the suit I had it tailored a little bit because I couldn't afford it to be like tailored the whole way, so I had the legs. Oh God, it was this black suit, and I remember wearing it. I was so uncomfortable because I've never worn a suit in my life. And they were like, you can't swear, you can't do this, it can't be the Nasty Show, you have to. So I'm doing these cleaner bits, and they're like cutting them down, and then we're doing our rehearsal, and Kevin Hart goes on before me. Kevin rolls in with jeans, fucking 9 gold chains, 14 people, even back then, right?
Yeah.
He goes on stage, and he's like, shit in my face, and pussy, and my kid shit, and I shit, and fuck it. And I'm like, what the he just said fuck 19 times and talking about shit for 8 minutes. And the lady from Comedy Central went, but it's cute when he does it. That's exactly what she said.
She's not wrong.
He is very cute when he does
Adorable.
it. And I went up, and he went on before me and annihilated. And I went on in this fucking fat black suit. And I went up and just took a hot one. And I remember one of the bits, I was about a long hallway in New York City. Oh God, I remember this. I had to walk down. You can't have a fight with a long hallway because when you leave, it takes too long to leave. It's like fuck you, I'm out of here.
Right.
And I have to do this walking. And
how did that not kill?
The joke was working, it was actually did great. But if it's not working, it's just me walking.
Is there anything worse than when you have to do something physical in a bit and it's bombing? Like when you have to act something out and then it's getting nothing and you're like, oh, I'm fucking pantomiming to silence.
Dude, I was pantomiming in front of 3,000 people on TV. And I was sweating and I'm in a suit and I'm just doing this. And you can see on my face, I'm trying to, is it done? I remember I came off and my agent walked up. He goes, dude, you look good.
And then he put roses on your chest in the suit because you died.
It was bad. That's not what you want to hear after you do a TV show. Yeah, you look good.
Right.
You look good. I fucking took a hot one.
Yeah, it's embarrassing when you fucking... I've had a couple of galas that weren't amazing. I don't think I ever bombed on one, but a couple of them were like... They were okay, not phenomenal. Last night was particularly good, but they're not easy.
No, they're not easy, but I think the trick to them is you cannot give a fuck. You have to just go up and do your thing. If you swear, let them beep it, and do the jokes you want to do. You can't become some fucking Canadian TV comic overnight. If you're edgy, just be edgy. And if, they'll bleep it or, whatever. Let them cater to it.
I did it one year. None of us did well on this gala. It was, I think, Anthony... Anthony
Bourdain.
Anthony Clark from Boston hosted, and Anthony's very funny, and he wasn't even doing that well. None of us were doing that well. I had a bad set. I went to Paulo. I forget who else was on it, and we're like, this crowd stinks. Mm-hmm. And then at the last comic was John Panette, and he went on and fucking literally set the room on fire, and we're like, holy shit, all of us stink except for him.
Yeah,
it's the worst when everyone bombs and the final guy kills. You're like, it was possible.
With Bob Marley.
God bless his soul. What a marvelous entertainer.
No, not him. The comic from Maine. Yeah, people were just doing mediocre. And he came out with a hat on backwards and just went off, and pork and the beans, whatever he was doing. Murdered. And we were just watching like, fuck you. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, you put so much pressure on yourself and you put so much into these things and you think that they're going to be so great for your career, and they're not.
Nothing.
The Nasty Show, because here's what I learned the hard way. When I first came up here, I'm like, I'm on the Nasty Show. I'm there for a week. They're going to see me. No one in the business is here the first week. Nobody in fucking who makes deals or anything. The public is here, but no one in who gives out the money or the agents or the fucking TV people. They don't come until the second week. So there's no one who's ever going to do anything for your career that's here that week.
No, nothing. Oh. And it's never happened for me. Never. I thought this show was going to actually help my career. Never.
How's it help my career? How's it going to help yours?
We should talk to some of the people who are here in our audience.
Oh, I'd love to.
Kind of observing. We're live in Montreal at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. And, as we said at the beginning of the show, it's difficult. It's difficult for you guys, for the comics, to come in early and do stuff because so much is going on. This bald guy right here in the black shirt.
He looks like Bill Burr.
Struggling. Did you have a late night last night, sir?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you might have.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like you're enjoying the show.
Nothing to do with you all.
No, I'm not. I don't take any offense to it because, it's the only thing that's keeping him from falling asleep. I've watched him. He'll go out for 30 seconds straight and then just kind of jump up with a laugh or something at something one of us said. But what were you doing last night?
Just got here late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had a late night and you were like, I got to make the show, though.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I look at it as a positive. I appreciate you making
I have faith
it'll.
I have faith I'll stay through it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get nervous when you realize, oh my God, I think I just fell asleep?
A little bit.
A little, yeah.
Why are you here? What brought you up here?
I'm from New York. I'm here just I come here every year for the festival.
You like comedy?
I do, yeah.
No, were you one of those guys who wanted to do comedy and never did it?
No.
Oh, you just enjoy watching
No,
it?
I'm in finance, yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised anybody could go and watch a festival. I could never go to a festival for more than one day.
Why?
It's great,
People
yeah.
are fans of comedy.
I know, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people like what you do. You've made
Yeah.
that's where the money comes from.
This guy's been to every live show you've had. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm sorry. Did that come out?
Yeah, that's
Tom Papa.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Popper's here.
Hi, Tom. That's cool.
How are you?
You dress like every white man that's ever slaughtered an African village.
Message received.
Everybody's picking the far couch today.
Yeah, we like it over here.
Okay.
Any place next to Bobby, that's where I go.
I love Tom Papa. He makes bread. He smokes cigars. He's the man I want to be.
Here's why we like Tom Papa, because he makes all of us feel like we have one healthy friend. Like one good, like genuine person as a friend.
Yeah, it's kind of a facade. There's a couple bad parts to me, but I keep them so secret that everybody thinks I'm just a nice guy.
I know. There's something. I would love to know what that is.
Yeah, that won't happen. It could happen at the end. Like at the end, my father-in-law is a what do you call a guy that?
Disappointed?
Yes, partially, but he's like in his 80s and he still goes to prostitutes and stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Wow. Yeah,
Welcome to my family.
he's a
Just gave Jim hope.
a serial cheater. Yeah, and but he always kept his game really tight until now. He's like kind of has dementia.
When did it come out?
Just like in the last several years.
Wow.
But he's still trying to hide it, but it just blurts out. He's like, 4 o'clock, gotta go to the whore.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is he saying? And it slowly started to come out because of his dementia that he's...
How scared is Jim right now? No, somebody's going to be like, hey, 4 o'clock, I got to take it in my ass. Oh, shit, what?
A, I do that earlier, and B, I love the fact that the guy's got dementia, but he still has the 4 o'clock appointment ready to go.
Yeah, he's very good with his books.
Is
but
he still married?
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's a
God.
big mess. It's a big mess.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Is she going to leave him?
No, it's in their 80s. It's deep. They're not going anywhere. They can't, when you're that old, one person knows where the key is, the other person knows where the money is. It's just, there's no way.
Can the doctors just say that it's made up, like it's just a psychosis or something? That's not
The
real?
doctors are disgusted.
Why?
He's in there for an appointment. He's like, I gotta go. I've been nailing this girl onto the George Washington Bridge for the last month. And the guy's like, why am I keeping you alive?
Your father-in-law's fucking hobos. That's so great.
How do you get under the George Washington Bridge?
It was a comedic reference, and I just blurted it out. I just got here, Bobby.
I'm
Ease
sorry.
up. I was
just
up.
wondering. I go by there all the time. I'd love to go get maybe a fucking nice Hummer on the way to the cellar one night.
I'm sure it's available.
So
Jim?
Sure, I'll suck your dick.
But in his ramblings, like, has it come out that he's been doing this for years? Like, this has been his life for a
Yes,
long,
there's
long
always
time?
been suspicion, but it seems like, a lot of things are confirmed now. And he'll just, like, blurt it, like, he'll just tell stories, like, when he's sitting in a diner. He'll just be next to somebody and be like, I just can't stop. I used to do this, and blah, blah, blah. And he just tells it like he was, like an old guy tells war stories.
Hey, did you know black pussy is the same as white pussy on the inside?
That's really pretty accurate.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
No, I mean medically speaking.
An old guy who doesn't know that he can't tell these stories. That's phenomenal. That's what you forget, like you hand someone your wife your phone. Look through the pictures, mother. You're like,
Right, yeah. I mean, he doesn't want this all to be out there, but he literally can't keep it in.
So does he in his head know I'm fucking up right now, but I can't stop? Does he know that? Is he aware of it?
Do you have a dog?
They're both dead.
All right. When
You love Kelly.
when they were alive, when you would come home, like if the dog ate something, like ate a box of tissues,
Yes.
and you came in the house, they would just kind of look at you with their ears down,
Yeah.
and you're like, "What did you do?" And then you kind of find it out.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like all the time.
So he knows that he's fucking up and he can't stop.
No, he knows. He's like, I shouldn't have eaten that box of tissues. I shouldn't have told the story about the girl
box of tissue,
upstairs.
you mean pussy, right?
Yeah, right. And he just looks at you like this. You're like, what is it?
Oh my God.
Well, I was with a girl last night, and yeah.
Oh my God.
How's your wife handling it?
Not well. Not well. It's kind of an upsetting. I always figure, like, at a certain age, who cares what your parents do?
Sure.
Like, I don't understand when older parents get divorced and the kids care.
I know. My parents are married 50 years. I'm trying to break them up so badly.
Right. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe because my parents are married 50 years too, so maybe the stability is clouding my judgment. But if my father all of a sudden started blurting that stuff out and just left, I'd be like, all right, well, it's kind of screwed up for them. Now it's really a pain in the ass for me that I got to go to 2 places on Christmas.
Right.
But other than that, I don't understand the weeping and, oh, my parents broke up as a storybook. No, they're all a mess. Who cares if they split up? So anyway, my wife is going through a little bit of anxiety, but I'm just like, who cares?
It's probably embarrassing when your dad does stuff like you never want to think of your dad doing shit like that. Like, I know what I've done. You just don't want to think of your dad doing that when he's old.
It's impressive that he's actually still getting some at his age.
Yeah, is he still
Is
doing
he paying
it?
for it?
That's what the males in the family say.
Yeah.
Wow, good for him.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, that holds out hope for me. You know, that kind of a thing. But yeah, like I said, he doesn't want to do it, I don't think, and he doesn't want people to know about it, but it just keeps coming out.
Is somebody writing down all the stories?
No. And you know what? It's so... I don't even know why I just launched into it here, but I tried to
think of a reason. You're going to have to explain it when you get home.
Yeah, exactly. But I tried putting it in my act. I started trying to tell story. It's so unbelievable that the audience is like, you're full of shit. You're just making this up. Like, it literally is too implausible.
And you think he's still going to whores now, or he's just talking about it now?
No, he's going. This is the other. This is the other part. It's,
how old is he?
Like 80. No, like 86. I think.
What?
Yeah.
That's not impressive.
In a way.
That's
in a way,
really impressive.
if it wasn't blowing things up, you know what I mean? If it wasn't affecting other people, I'd be like, all right, good on you.
Right, yeah.
But that he's being so douchey about it, and he's on a fixed income. You know, an old dude. It's when they're old, you're like, all right, you get $4 for bologna, you get $5 for your electricity
and
bill,
$600 for prostitutes.
That's all of a sudden there's mystery things on the bill, and you're like, where's the $600 from? And he just looks up like the puppy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it is impressive in one regard.
When did it start? Like, what's
way back?
Like, when did the blurting it out start?
Oh, just like several years ago.
And it started way back. How far?
But way back, like long time ago.
And it came out. He was just talking about it, and he's like, "I did this, I did that."
Everybody had kind of was suspicious. Like, he'd gotten busted for a couple things along the way. He wasn't totally, he wasn't like really on his game.
How did he get caught? Was it? Did she walk in, or was it? Did he slip?
Multiple scenarios, multiple screw ups. Finding a number here, finding a thing there, finding underwear on his head. He has Alzheimer's. He thinks it's a hat.
He's right. Wow.
Yeah. So you try and live. So that's where it came from. So my secrets. So yeah, I live a good life, and I am your good friend. But if we're still around at the end, maybe some stuff will spill out.
Yeah. Do you sit there realizing, like, watching him being like, at some point this stuff is gonna
at some point
me.
The gig is up,
right?
Yeah, and you just hope that it's later in life.
I just don't. But you're so like goody two shoes in my book. Like I don't even think you masturbate. You know what I mean? Like
I don't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is this
He
masturbate you speak of?
Self-sucks.
He had that rib. He had that bottom rib removed.
You know the technical term for that.
This is too far away from you guys.
I don't like it either.
It doesn't make any
either.
sense.
It's crazy.
If you go over there, though, you're gonna have to turn your head like this the whole time.
That is true. I mean, this is probably easier for us to just look at each other.
Yeah. Nobody listening knows.
Why they're listening?
They're not going. They seem farther away.
No, you're right. You're right. So, what are you doing up here in Montreal? What shows are you doing?
Montreal.
Yeah, that's much better than Bob's French accent.
Mine's Montreal.
You're like Count Chocula.
I love that cereal.
I did too. It's fucking great.
Wasn't it? The milk at the end was the shit.
Yeah.
The chocolatey milk.
Montreal.
Montreal.
What galas are you doing?
I'm doing tonight's gala with the esteemed Rick Mercer, who is
Rick Mercer?
He's a big guy up here.
Comedian, right?
Yeah, he's like the Jon Stewart of Canada.
Oh, okay.
And he's very saucy, and he comes up with really controversial things in the news.
Oh.
They like that one. That was the biggest laugh of all
So
time.
I'm doing that tonight. I did one little show last night to warm up for it, and then I'm going to do it tonight, and then I blow out in the morning.
Going back to New York or L.A.?
Back to L.A. tomorrow.
When are you moving back to New York? When are you calling it quits?
Oh, man. I would love to come. I was there last month. I spent 2 straight weeks there. I was hanging out, and it's so much better.
Just get a house in Westchester.
I know. My wife won't do it, and especially now that her parents are back east. She's really happy to be on the other side of the country, so I feel like
She's gonna catch her father on the bridge.
yeah. Like once they kick, we'll probably come back.
Oh my God! You kick
Dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Death. Right?
Yeah.
Deceased.
What are we hanging on to?
Right. No,
These
you're
are
right.
old people. It's gonna happen.
That's so funny.
So I'm gonna make my travel plans accordingly.
I mean, what's the big deal? He's 86. He has Alzheimer's. He's talking about fucking whores. Like,
I'm not talking about it. He's getting them.
yeah, he's still doing it.
86
That's right.
getting blown every Tuesday and having baloney.
Not only would I move back, I would give him a room in my house.
Would you mind hearing some of his stories?
No, I'd love to hear his stories. I'd actually tell him some. And you know how awful it would be if you had told him private shit? That all of a sudden now he's flirting with. You know how many people have secrets with him?
Yeah.
Think he'll talk about sex with the wife?
Oh man.
Oh, would that be
What if
great?
It just occurred to me now when you said it. Like, what if we're going down a rabbit hole and it's Alzheimer's / dementia? So he's telling all these tales about what he used to do, and none of them are true.
Wow.
That would be pretty funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So he's like being shit on, and people are like taking away his bank book, and he's just like for this pretend activity.
But kind of terrifying, too, because that means you can just late in life destroy your family for no reason whatsoever. Just
Oh my
make
God,
it up.
here he is now.
David
Ryan, is that Ryan too? Ryan, come on with us.
Ryan Hamilton.
Ryan Hamilton is over there being.
Ryan
you can bring your
Hamilton.
beverage
Ryan.
and David Tell.
Ryan Hamilton and
Yeah,
David
sit
Attell.
I am Ryan Hamilton.
Hi, Ryan.
I am Ryan Hamilton.
Ryan Hamilton.
Hi, Dave.
We have
The two opposites in comedy and in the world. David Attell and Ryan Hamilton.
we now have Bob Kelly, Tom Papa, David Attell, and Ryan Hamilton.
Now it's a show.
Yeah, this
Now
is
it's
incredible.
What'd you do for the first 3 hours?
I'm sorry I'm late. I was getting
Radio joke, guys.
I was getting a CAT scan on the. Did you know there's a radiology place right on this floor?
I did not know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Cool.
People walking out of that room are probably happier than people walking out of this one are going to be.
I thought I could come in late and ride the energy. I see that's not gonna happen.
Lift it.
It's always good to be here with Bobby, who I worked with last night at the Nasty Show, and of course Tom Papa, as you're known in this town.
How is the Nasty Show post Slayton? Is it
I think it's
holding
more
up?
PC.
Is
now.
it?
You think?
Yeah, a lot of moans and groans.
Oh
What do you
my
think?
God, you annihilated last night.
Well, it was a good show all the way through, but it's not as full tilt as it used to be. That's for sure.
The audience is a little more PC?
Well, I think it's because it's a bigger theater.
Oh.
When it was at Club Soda, it was a smaller place and real fans of that Nasty Show. Now it's in a bigger place, and it's a little, maybe not all, fans of the Nasty
I heard that
Show.
you're not that nasty in it.
Really?
Yeah, he killed it.
Well,
last
not
night.
not in a bad way, like he kills, but that he's not like that dirty.
Well, no, I think I'm...
Plus, it's like a thing
I
now.
have a joke about teaching my son how to eat pussy. I think that's pretty dirty.
That's pretty dirty.
What's the joke?
I tell one of my friends at one of my barbecues said that your son he's like your kid's gorgeous, and you better it's gonna rain pussy on him. And then he goes, you better teach him now. And I was like, what? How am I gonna teach 4? Son, lick lemons. Check for change in payphones. Hi, Daniel's son.
Ryan, do you want to add or anything?
I have a joke just like that. Yeah.
Ryan.
I mean, I get change out of phones in the joke. That's what I mean when I say it's just like it.
Hey, Ryan, how was your Ryan? Ryan's a really, really funny, very clean, but great comic.
Yes.
And I saw Phil Hanley last night. We did the gala together, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I just went on in front of Ryan Hamilton and I bombed." He said they hated him last night.
Oh,
yeah.
He's been doing that all week, I hear.
No, he didn't. I don't know why he thought that. It was great. He was great.
You know
said
why
the
he
crowd
thought
hated
it?
him.
Because it happened. Stop being fucking Mr. Nice Guy.
Ryan is just a nice guy.
Oh, fuck you. You know, was it Phil Hanley?
Yeah.
Took a nice hot one, and he's from here. It makes it worse. Because they said, Canada's own.
No. There were only like 30 people in my show, so it felt like he was, but it was fine.
30 unhappy people.
Where did you do your show? In the lobby?
Yeah, exactly. I have the smallest venue for the most press of any show that's happening at this festival.
Where is it?
It's in Place des Arts, a little theater.
Cool, yeah.
It's like 100 seats.
Is that where you did it a couple years ago?
Yes, same venue.
I love it. You killed over there, too.
You would
man.
think someone would move up into a bigger venue, but
I like Ryan. Where are you from again?
Idaho.
I like how he really Idaho'd up the name of that Place des Arts. I'll be performing at the Fancy House. Inside drinking. So bring your best rodeo belt.
Fancy House. Oh shit.
When does your Netflix special come out?
August 29th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's lots of nasty stuff in there.
Does Phil Hanley open on that?
Phil Hanley bombs. That's the only way I go up.
There's nothing better than talking to a comedian who fucking bombed. It makes me so
There's nothing
happy.
better than going up after a comedian that bombed.
That's true.
Knowing that, oh, good, their expectations are really low right now.
Way back when, who was the guy? Remember the guy?
You're sitting next to him.
He had he had a TV show on NBC.
John Walsh.
Still on after all the late night
Seinfeld.
shows. After the late night shows. Carson Daly.
Snyder.
Carson Daly, is that a guy?
Yeah,
Is that a
Carson
guy?
Daly's amazing.
Yes.
I had on my TiVo. He had a horrible show. Oh boy. Horrible show.
Last Call.
It was before Last Call.
Oh.
It was in a studio. There was an audience of like 10-year-old girls. And,
Yay!
No.
and they
boy.
No.
they decided they were going to put.
Here's how you kiss the snake.
Oh God.
Yeah, teach you how to
And they
make-
decided they were going to put comedians on it, and it didn't work. Like you would do your set, and the audience was like way up to the left, and it was bad. So anyway, I had Bobby's set saved on my TiVo.
Oh
He
my
bombed
God.
so bad, and he had these big white sneakers like medical shoes, and he started panicking and just walking back and forth. And I just turned the sound off, and we would just watch him pacing and sweating.
The worst part is, though, I'm at the cellar.
I was there when they aired.
You, Steve Byrne, they're watching it, but I'm like, oh my God, I bombed, but there's no sound, so I'm like, I'm saved. They put the closed caption on. They're watching it. All of a sudden, my first joke, it said, light laughter. Even that cocksucker knew I was bombing. He made a judgment call. Light laughter. He didn't have to type light.
Yeah.
I fucking, and I didn't realize that when they give you a cordless mic, but when I get nervous, I do this thing. With the mic, I kind of stretch out the cord. And I started going like this. I started just shaking my hand.
It was like watching Michael J. Fox do stand-up.
I bumped twice on that. I went back for another one. I took a nice hot one, and Kevin Bacon's band was there. And I just looked over at Kevin. I went by. I go, Footloose! And he was just like, what?
I do remember we watched it at the Comedy Cellar upstairs. I got to be honest, when it said light laughter, the comedians did take note.
Nightmare. Fucking nightmare.
Oh, I saved that for years. But it's so much better. You never want to hear about your friend's gig that went well.
No.
Dave, you ever bomb on TV, Dave?
Yeah, I'm bombing right now, aren't I?
No, come on, Dave. You're doing very well.
I think I'd say like 50% of everything I've ever done on TV has been a bomb. I mean, it really has been like, let's see, I did like 2 or 3 specials where there definitely was, like you can't edit it out. You just have to see it. And that's just like you look at it like it's hard to watch it years later. Now that I'm so much older, it's like watching like a sun bomb. It's like, it's like I didn't know that you were so alpha, Tom. I didn't know that.
Alpha?
You get off on the pain of others.
Yeah, I do. It was a sweet one.
It was a really sweet bomb. It was terrible. My first TV credit. I was so excited.
Oh.
And it was just. But the thing is his show sucked. They didn't tell him that there was going to be a Comic-Con. He was so music heavy. He would always have this crazy indie band, and all their fans would come to see the band.
Yeah.
And then he would do just this boring interview.
Yeah, there was nothing funny.
Like an hour, he would talk to an actor seriously. And then literally just bring you right out. And they were like, who is this fucking idiot?
It was a show where there was literally nothing funny until you walked out there.
And then still nothing funny. It was
you ever do those
bad.
gigs? And we all did those gigs when you were starting out where you would drive to go do a gig in a bar and nobody in the bar knew there was comedy.
Oh yeah,
right. You ever do that?
Yes. Even after the show, they didn't realize it had been there.
They would just there would be like televisions, and they're watching a game, and people are crowded and drinking and hitting on each other, and then they would turn the TV off. They would boo, and then the bartender would say, "And now Ryan Hamilton," and you just have to stand there like an inappropriate man.
Out of all of us, you had to use me as the example.
They threw poor Ryan under the bus.
I remember one of my greatest memories in comedy was doing a gig called Shenanigans. It was you remember that? It was a shithole in Connecticut. Everybody bombed there. It was a giant stage, and you did a decent sized crowd. My only good set there, Voss was headlining. It's the only time I ever did decent there, and I watched him bomb for 45 minutes.
Wow.
Fucking die. And there's nothing. I've never been happier watching somebody just trying to do all this, like, I don't give a shit, and just watching. Oh, did he fucking eat his stupid dick? It was so satisfying. Watching your friends bomb is great.
You love it?
It really is. It really is, especially after you bombed. I did a gig at a biker bar in New Hampshire. The stage was by the door. So as you're doing your set, bikers would just come in real rowdy, like the old West, just slam the door, but who's this fucking cocksucker? And then go and drink, and everybody was bombing. And we just sat there. You come off stage and just go to the back room and just be like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be a nice hot one. And just and just watching your friend try, because comics, our ego is, it always, you should say, I'm not going up. I'm good. I'm getting $50. I'm in New Hampshire. I'm going the fuck home. But your comic ego is like, I can do this.
You think you can fix it?
Oh, I can get it.
Yeah.
I can get it. I can get it. That's like that poor Pablo Francisco video. Hey, do you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Which was so bad.
Was that when he melted down on stage?
He's having he's like stroking out almost. He's having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, he had a mental breakdown
on stage.
I heard about that.
It's what's so scary
In
about
the Punchline, right in San Francisco.
Yeah. No, it's the other one.
Sacramento.
And he just keeps, it's kind of what's going to happen to all of us at the end. He just keeps blurting out parts of his joke and, look at this guy's shirt. No, I can get out of here.
I get out of this. You don't think I get out of this? I can get out of this.
It's like a comedian toy that's just running out of batteries.
It's been my career since 1991.
I always like when you bomb, like the excuses of the bomb, like, they're tired.
8 o'clock on a Saturday.
Like you're performing for children. They're cranky.
The Rangers
they ate a big supper. They had no more room for chuckles.
How about when
someone got their hair did and everybody was staring at it?
How about when the club gives you an excuse of why you didn't sell any tickets?
Oh, that's the best.
When they feel bad for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a big ice show in town.
Yeah, dude, sorry, but
that's even better. Yeah.
They tried to build in a reason. Bob Dylan was here in 1993.
The Bengals will be in the playoffs in 2 weeks. Oh,
It might rain out next week, and people here don't like the rain.
Yeah. Then you see Chappelle's in an arena, and he's got 17,000 tickets as well. Because people do come out when they want to. I never believe an excuse why I don't sell tickets. It's always me. Like you can't.
Absolutely. Yeah.
well, that's the truth.
I blame the fans. Get off your ass and buy a fucking ticket.
Have you guys been to any of the other shows since? How long have you been here, Jim?
I came in Tuesday afternoon. We were about an hour and a half late, and then I did one set at the Comedy Nest, and then I did a gala last night. But I haven't watched anything.
How was the gala?
It was good. We talked about it earlier. It was actually decent.
Good. Who was the host?
Michael Che and Colin Jost.
Oh.
It was weird watching those guys because they do the weekend update together, I guess, on SNL, and watching them do stand-up together because they're both individual stand-ups. So to watch them doing it together was odd, but they pulled it off.
That's cool.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, I mean, my relaying it wasn't particularly fascinating, but I didn't know what to do with that.
You sound like Ryan talking about Phil. Did Phil take a hot one, Ryan? Just be honest.
Yeah, you can. You're a good guy.
I thought he was great.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you watch his set?
I thought it was fine. He was running his gala. He was on that gala, I think.
He was. Yeah, he went on first. He was panicking. He was good, though.
He was good. Right?
Oh, was I rooting for Phil to bomb? But he actually did well.
He was first.
And what was the theme of that show? Was it like, like guys who were 30, 32 pants size? If you're a slim,
If you're a tall glass of water.
no flexible waists here. These guys are their actual sizes.
Yeah, Phil's an ex-model. He's a Canadian dude. He's very
Makes
handsome.
me sick. How
But it's
What?
a town
He's
of
an-
models, though. Don't you
Yeah.
think it's like
He's an ex-model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, you said that with a little
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
why
now. Well, how are you going to throw that under the bus now?
Oh, he's not an attractive man.
But that's Tom. Keith Robinson, I think, was the first one to figure out what a piece of shit Tom was. Because Tom seems like such a good guy, but he was always wanted to sell her when the waitress would walk away. Tom would go, "She's not very fast." to the owner, and like all of a sudden she'd be gone in 3 weeks. Tom was like this sneaky fucking dirtbag who was so nice on the surface, but was really sticking in people's stomachs.
Tom has an English cunt about him.
I don't find that to be accurate at
Is
all.
Keith up here?
What's that?
Keith Robinson up here?
He's up here.
He's coming.
He's still in the hall.
Are we
It takes him
having
a long time to get in the room now.
Are we having him come on? Do we have to break?
Is he
Yeah, we
coming
should
on?
break.
Oh, sorry, guys. So you guys are all hanging out. We'll take a break and have some coffee.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there food?
I'm
Do you
into
have
it.
food? Do you have breakfast for us or anything?
No.
We got like 3 donuts left back there.
That's great. Thanks,
Roland
guys.
told me he was going to get me an egg sandwich and a nice cup of coffee. I got this cup from a hallway.
It might be in the back. The Roland's back there, so it might be some. So are you guys sticking around?
Yeah.
Yay!
We're live from Montreal.
I love the insecurity, like asking the audience. You guys are going to stay, right? We're just going to go to break. You're not leaving, right?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. That's why I didn't know what to say. Bobby Kelly, Ryan Hamilton, Tom Papa, Dave Attell, of course, myself and Sam. And we have a show here tomorrow. And I have shows at the Jisoo Theater tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday if you want to come. And
Yeah. You don't
Bobby's
have to wait
taking
for Bob's
selfies.
selfie.
I know. I don't know why I did. We're on the radio, and I stopped for a selfie. I really am a fucking dope. All right, guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Stay there.
More Jim Norton and Sam Roberts on the way.